I'm Ginny Nading, and this is for Math 1105 with Jake McIntyre. And I have my assistant Hunter, who is going to be learning how to use base 10 blocks as we do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division with decimals. And he is actually learning this in his class right now, so this will hopefully be more helpful to him. So our first one is an addition, and I have 2 and 37 hundredths plus, Hunter, what is this number?
81 hundredths.
Awesome, 81 hundredths. And Hunter, our wholes are going to be represented by a flat. So a flat is what? A whole. Yes. And how many holes do we need?
2.
2. There's your 2. Okay? And then we have 3 tenths. A tenth is going to be represented by a long. So a long is what? 1 tenth. Right. So how many do we need?
3.
3. Awesome. And then a unit, which you know of, is going to be a hundredth. So a hundredth equals what? 1 unit. Okay. How many do you need?
7.
All right. Count them out. Is that 7?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to put that over. Now we also need to do our 81 hundredths. Right?
Yeah.
So how many tenths do we need?
8.
Okay, here you go. How many units do you need?
1.
1. And that equals what? 1 100th. So we're going to add these together. So what we need to do is, are we able to regroup any of our longs or units? How many units do you have? Or 100ths?
8.
8. Are we able to regroup that? Can we regroup that into one of these? No. So we'll slide that down. How many tenths do we have?
11.
Can we regroup? Yes. What are we going to regroup it to? One of those. Perfect. Pull out what you need to regroup it. Let's try it this way. Okay. So, what do you think our answer is going to be to 2 and 37 hundredths plus 81 hundredths? 3. Our decimal point is and. How many tenths do you have?
18.
18 what?
Hundredths.
3 and 18 hundredths. Awesome. Let's do the next one. Okay, we're going to do subtraction this time. And actually, I'm going to hand these to you and see if you can place it on the board. It is 1 and 36 hundredths minus 94 hundredths. Good. Let's do 94 hundredths. All right, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're subtracting. Subtracting, are we going to add to it or are we going to take something away?
Take something.
Okay, so how many are we going to take away from here? How many are right here?
4.
4. So how many are we going to take from here?
4.
4. Perfect. So take away 4. Pull all those to your side because those are gone. So how many hundredths do you have left?
2.
2. Awesome. Pull those down. Can you take 3 from 9?
No.
No. So what do you need to do? This needs to stay.
Oh.
So how do we make this number bigger? Awesome. How many do we need?
1.
How many longs? Or tenths?
10.
10. Okay. Did you have enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this all the same? Okay. How many do you have? 11. There you go.
13.
So how many are you going to take out of here?
9.
9. Take 9 away. What do you do with that now? That goes away also, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull this down. So what's our answer? Do we have any holes?
No.
No. So what's the answer?
42 hundredths.
42 hundredths. Nice job. Okay. Now we're going to do multiplication. Have you learned multiplication with decimals yet? A little bit? So-so? Okay, here we go. We have 2 and 6/10 times 1 and 2/10. So what I'm going to do is a little different process. So why don't you hand me 2 and 6/10. Okay? So here's our 2 holes. And here's our 6/10. When we're doing multiplication, we can make what's called an array. Have you heard of an array? It's when we have our number going across and our number going down. Okay, so here's our number going across, 2 and 6/10. We're going to make our number 1 and 2/10. We have our 1. What else do we need to add? 2 2/10. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's add that. Okay, to use our base 10 blocks, what we need to do is make this a solid rectangle. So go ahead and fill in. Doesn't need to be perfect, it's okay. Alright. So we know we have 2 holes. How many longs do we have, or tenths? Count for me. 9, 10. Perfect. So can we trade this or regroup this with something?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, it's one of these.
And that's a what? 1
Hole.
hole. Awesome. How many units or hundredths?
I'm going to trade this in for a 10.
Okay. Let me see. There you go. So what's our answer, Hunter?
3
And awesome.
1200.
1200. Good. Okay, we have another multiplication for you. This one is 3 and 1/10 times 6/10. And we learned that we should start with our smallest number, especially for this one, okay? So we're going to start with this. What is this?
6
6 what?
of these.
This is 6/10. So let's get our 6/10 out. Okay, so we need to do our 6/10, and we're going to times it 3.1 times, okay? So we have one group of 6. Let's do 2 groups of 6. There you go. 6 groups of 6. Okay? And now I need to do 6/10 times 1/10. This is our unit, which is 1/100th. So here we go. We're going to do 1. Count.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. That's all we need. Okay? Try to regroup. Can these combine to make any of these? Okay. Alright, so what's your answer?
1 and
How many were here?
86 hundredths.
Yep, that's right. Nice job. One more, we're going to divide. Do you like to divide?
No.
I know you don't. Okay. So we're going to do 2 and 76 hundredths divided by, let's do multiplication, 2 and 3 tenths. So let's make our 2 and 76 hundredths. Good? Okay, we need to know how many 2 and 3 tenths goes into 2 and 76 hundredths. Alright, so pull out 2 and 3 tenths really quick. Okay. Good. Alright, I think the easiest thing for you is, are we able to put this on top of here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Can we put these on top of there? Can we put any of these on there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we know that 2 and 3 tenths goes into 2 and 76 hundredths one time. So that equals 1. Okay? Alright, so let's make that our 1. We need to know if this can be divided equally. What do you think? Do you want to do the 1 for you, 1 for me? 1 for me. Okay? Let's do the units. Okay? Alright, so how many times did that get divided? 1, 2. So that is our tenth. So we'll do, how many tenths was that?
1.
1. So 276 hundredths divided by 2 and 3 tenths is 1.2, right? Because we divided it into 2 groups, equal groups. Did that help you? Alright. Thank you, Hunter, and thank you, and hope you enjoy.